All right, just posting this online if anyone wants to join. Okay. We are about to study last week price action, and let me see if you can see it clearly. Okay, you can see. And we'll talk about how all of the week we have been pushing throughout. We have been bullish throughout, honestly. So this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is Friday. Okay, what is Monday, bro? This is Monday. So last 2 days of the previous week, we have been pushing up Thursday and Friday. Friday was the doji candle day. We made a huge gap over here. Let me note it out. And then on Monday, we open up, go into the gap, move up. Tuesday, again, a huge move. Wednesday, just before this buy side liquidity, we stop, go down into the fair value gap, show rejection, make a bullish candle again, another candle here. I'm pretty sure it will come back down into this candle, and we can see a bullish week ahead towards hopefully previous month high and all-time high. I don't want to stay at all-time high, honestly. It's too complicated. Let's go and discuss Monday using projections. Let's go around to a 1-minute chart and go all the way back to Monday. Here's Monday. Now, what do I mean by projections? Recently, in one of the lectures, ICT mentioned that if you project if you do a projection, let's do it between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. most of the time it will tell you where the price wants to go, the high and the low, the lowest low and the highest high. So let's talk about that on Monday. Let's do a little bit of projection. The highest high is this and the lowest low is this, and we do projection. Holy shit, I'm sorry about that. This is crazy. I just saw Monday's price action. This has to be the easiest one. Well, I took trade on Monday anyway, so this was a really good trade. Look here, the highest high between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. highest high, lowest low. I did a projection of from 1 to 1.5, from 0 to minus 0.5. And what do you know? We go up until to 0.5, reject that place, reject the 0.5 of the range on that candle, and then we go up, taking out these equal highs over here. Amazing. What else? What else? What else? We have first presented fair value gap over here. We support that, go up, taking all these low resistance liquidity. You can see on Monday we were pretty bullish. So just taking into these three important points: the highest high, the lowest low between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. Considering your bias, how low or high we can go at minimum will tell us about manipulation or a distribution. Now, if we are bullish on the day, let's suppose on Monday I was bullish, I want to see how much manipulation can take place before it starts to distribute. And that's exactly what I'm looking at here. We are consolidating before 9 a.m. and then the time starts from 9 a.m. to 9:30. We wait for the market to open, and I want to project between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. and see how much of a manipulation I can expect. And that projection gives me a 0.5 of the range, 28,319. It goes down into that place, and then it goes back. So I was expecting a manipulation to that range, and after that, how much of a distribution we can expect? Look at that. It goes back to 1.5. Normally, ICT says that we should look around 1.25 for low-hanging fruits, which is a good target. But overall, this range was crazy. It was 258 points. Monday was amazing. Let me delete this range. Let's go to Tuesday. Okay, I'm not sure if you can hear me or not. Let me check. Check on YouTube. You can hear me. Okay. Now, let's go to Tuesday. We're going to the fair value gap on Tuesday. This is Tuesday. Tuesday. Let's look at the range between 7 a.m., which is this, and 9 a.m., which is this. If I'm bullish on the day, I'm expecting some sort of retracement. The lowest low between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. is this. And this would be my sell side liquidity. This one over here. But it was a very bullish day. We did not retrace back into this range. And as you can see, we just kept going up. Between this range, one more thing I want to add is that the fair value gaps that align with the levels that you see on the screen over here are really important. Like, for example, this fair value gap over here could have been used later when we come back to this place, or this place over here. This fair value gap was used before the first leg up at 9:30. We saw displacement up into 0.5. So if you were already bullish, you think there is no retracement, this would have been an amazing long towards 0.5 of the range. I did not take that. Just talking about how we can interpret this position over here. Look at this. We have left a lot of sell side while going up. So when we come back to this range, it will be an amazing day. Tuesday, we could not find a setup, so we'll skip that. Let's go to Wednesday. Wednesday. Between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. Eastern time, we will see what we can expect. What was on Wednesday, bro? I think Wednesday was... What is happening here? Wednesday looks choppy. I can't remember. Anyways, so we do projection between lowest low, which is this, and highest high, which is this. Let's do the projection. This looks amazing. Okay, we can expect a price run above 0.5. And we were also bullish on the day, I remember now. It was just before the buy side, and we were not looking for lower prices. But what happened was it stopped before the buy side and ran down into the 1.5 of the range of the projection over here. Now, this is the projection. This is as much as I expect. So if I was looking at rejection of this wick over here, look at this. I don't want the bodies to disrespect the 0.5 of the range. This would have been a loss for me. If I have entered over here, no, it would be a break even, mostly because if I see this rejection over here, I would just break even after that. So it comes back up, it would have stopped us out. Again, go back down all the way into this fair value gap, which aligns with a very important key level, which is 0.5 of the range. Let's take it out. Right? We go up, come back into that Fair Value gap, go back up again. I think a lot of people got wrecked this day. Looking at all this price action, I believe I had a break even. I had a break even day. So we stop before that. We make a low, we make a high, make a lower low, we make this a mitigation block, come back into this block, hang around. Then finally we reject it and go down into 0.5 of the range, which was obviously this low over here. This is interesting to me. I would have definitely targeted it, but it never gave us a good opening over here. It would have stopped us out. Wednesday was not clean. Let's go to Thursday. Thursday, I remember it was really good. Okay, Thursday. Yes, Thursday was amazing. Okay. 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. is here. The lowest low and the highest high. 9 a.m. projected that the price should come into this area, and on that day I also mentioned that I'm looking for it to retrace back into this fair value gap and does not touch the 0.5 of the fair value gap, because I want to see a bullish reaction. So I would not expect the price to go down towards 0.5 of the range of the daily fair value gap, right? So that's what happened. We saw rejection. I entered in this candle, and this candle all the way back up to this high. That was my trade. Although it went up a lot, but I was out over here. So again, projections. We take the lowest low and the highest high between 7 a.m. 9 a.m. We expect the price to go down here, and then we see rejection from that place, which we did over here, and it goes back to the opposite range. So if you just followed projection, just projections, 4 out of 5 days would be profitable days. This is amazing. We should add that into our daily confluences. Okay, now what else can we see over here? On that range, we can see that this guy over here is an inversion fair value gap. Why? It's on the key level, and it shows us rejection from here, and when we go back up, it comes back and shows support on that level. You could have entered here if you've missed this move. This would have been an amazing move from here to all the way up here. Look at this buy side. Easiest day. Monday and Thursday were amazing. So Thursday was a W day. Let's go to Friday. Friday, I know it was shit. Let's go to Friday. Really easily explainable, but the price action was really bad. So the range between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. Seven. You know what? Because there is a news release at 8:30, we will take the time before 8:30 and put that in, and then do a projection. Because news release data, I don't want to include that. That's all manipulation. Okay. Well, this is amazing. If I'm bullish on the day, I expect the price to go to 1.5 of this range, and then some sort of rejection. But because it's not 9:30, there is a news release at 8:30. We will come back to charts at 9, and we will look at this. And once at 9:30, where this place opens up, goes back all the way up there into our projected fair value gap, what we can do is we can wait for a macro time, which is 50 over here. And as you can see, in between this range, we go all the way up, come down, consolidate in this fair value gap, and after 9:50 macro time, we start to go down, and by 10:10, we have taken the data lows over here. This is the data low. We took it 10:10 as soon as the macro ends, which is crazy to me. we go down, we take this we touch this projection level that we did from here, which is incredible. Again on Friday the projection told us where the price will go and where it will reject. So 0 0.5 1.5 of the range rejected that once, and second time just touched that. Okay, I'm not even making this up, this is crazy. Okay, my reaction is is in real time. This is amazing. We rejected once, we take support on this fair value gap, which will make this an inversion fair value gap, right? And then we come down and just stop at 29568.5. What is the low on this? 568.5. Amazing. Stops right on that, makes an inversion. And I remember telling my chat that I was away from the chart, so I didn't take this long. I would have entered over here, but if you are taking inversions, this would have been an amazing trade. And I told the chat it would be towards the first presented fair value gap, which is this one. So amazing week, honestly. I love the price action. Such an easy week. Yeah, I just wanted to do that. Projections on this week, and we will do this next week as well. I was expecting someone to ask any questions, but no questions. And that is where I end it. And I'll see you guys next week.